Alright guys, we're going out to the shed to make one of these, the exact replica. We're just going to trace this and make an exact replica for one of my friends. By the way, this is another finished product of another project I never filmed the whole thing of, because it's going to be really boring, just why, because it would be like 10 days. It took hours and hours of trying to get this pallet wood reclaimed, so yeah, you don't want to see that project, you just want to see the finished product. It's for mugs, you can see those mug size. So yeah, let's go. Please subscribe, and if you haven't already, let's go. Okay, so I got my tripod. Let's go. All you're gonna need for this project is a scroll saw, some stain or paint, like you choose a finish, some varnish or polyurethane, just as a finish, covering up the stain. You can sandpaper. So this is very easy. You only need to just buy a used scroll saw if you just want to get into woodworking. Buy like a cheap used scroll saw, maybe like a Craftsman. Then what you're gonna do? You're just gonna need some sandpaper. Go to the dollar store and buy like a variety pack. Just some nice sandpapers, and that'll do good for a little while. They don't last very long, but if you're just, it's only $1 and you get pretty much every grit from 80 to 150. So it's pretty nice. And you can see this is our staining. Whew. A little messy. Let me clean up, and we'll be right back. Got a lot of machines in here now. We got the chop saw and the table saw, which is down there. Scroll saw, disc sander, belt sander. Got a lot of nice machines in here now. This thing I'm not allowed to use on my own. I don't want any. I have no reason to. A miter box just works good for me now. Got used to cutting at the miter box, so now I don't really. I use the chop saw on occasions when I'm doing like bigger projects. Table saw almost never gets used unless we're doing rip cuts. Like say we have big boards and we want to do a rip cut. It's the only time we use the table saw to make rip cuts. Crosscuts never. I don't know if you know what crosscuts are, because I don't really feature any table saw stuff on my channel. I know how to use it. Just why? So I do stuff that I use a lot of the time, so I can explain it more, like how to use it, like a scroll saw. I know very, very good how to use a scroll saw, disc sander. I know how to use, like if you're setting a small shop, these are the two things you should just have: a scroll saw and a disc sander, and then maybe put anything on there like a grinder or something, and that's perfect. You've got everything there for under $150 if you buy it used. You can buy a $100 scroll saw and then a cheap grinder for like $50, which is a belt, like a little belt one from Harbor Freight. But yeah, I find if you just buy it used, it's good enough. But yeah, these are both old. They're not used, actually, from my dad and his grandfather, or his dad. So yeah, and then most of the stuff in here is kind of Harbor Freight, like that Vice. A lot of the stuff in here is Harbor Freight stuff, but like the machines and stuff, like they're not. Like this is Dremel. This sander, Craftsman, Sears. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm kind of taking a lot of time here because I know this is going to be a short build, so I'm just talking a little bit in the beginning. Feel free to just skip this because I know it's going to be a little boring, and then I'll explain when I'm starting. So let's start right now at minute 3, so you guys are only watching a 5-minute video, so let's get started. Remember when the scroll saw was like in the corner? Remember when I did the scroll saw videos? Like the never aired scroll saw video? Now I'm have a ton of room now. This table, I don't think it's level. I think it's level now. Look at it. Okay, that's pretty good. And now we're gonna need. I put a clamp here to try to make it stable, so it's really nice stable. Now, yeah, what I gotta do is I'm just getting the piece of M that I made my brother for his birthday. I'm making somebody else a birthday gift. There's an M. I don't know if you know him. I'm not gonna say his name in case. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get some wood. I've got a ton of sheets of wood. I have Luan. I have other sheets of it that I usually use. That's kind of thicker than Luan. I don't know if I want to use that because I want to save that for in case I'm doing a bigger, way bigger project. So I'm gonna leave that alone, and I'm gonna find some good sheets of wood to make on. So let's do that now. Okay, so I found a pretty big piece of wood. Let's check to make sure it's good. Yeah, that's perfect. This piece of wood I just never touched. Just a little piece, but this project is not that big. If you want to hear big measurements, then when I'm probably scroll sawing, I'll probably talk a little bit about the measurements exactly. But yeah, so let's get the scroll saw out, and you got to trace it, and then you just put on the scroll saw. It's not that hard. Okay, so I traced it out. Looks pretty nice. You can't really see it. You never can really see it when it's traced out. Just checking to make sure I didn't miss any spots. Looks good. Okay, let's put on the scroll saw. Now, this is a big sheet of wood. I don't know how. I'm going to probably cut it lengthwise, but my disc sander's in the way, so I'm going to have to cut it like... splinters all over the edges. Guys, when I recommend when you're working with like big sheets of this that's been rough cut, just sand it a little before. I usually do. I just haven't this time, so let me find a good way to like make this work. Okay, so I moved the tripod down. Let me just see if that got enough clearance. I hit the square, the drywall square. Move that down a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can fit it through. I'm gonna get to like here and then it's gonna stop. So I gotta move this disc sander no matter what. I kind of kept it up. I don't think I'm gonna be sanding with the disc sander. I think I'm just gonna use files or something rasps. Alright. This should be fun, actually. Okay, let's start cutting. If you're new to cutting with the school saw, wear like safety glasses and a mask if like that's what you like. Always wear safety glasses. I don't because I've been training or like doing this a while, so I kind of know it doesn't really. I have glasses. I'm always wearing these glasses. You can see here. So it's like safety glasses are pretty thick, so it's good. I usually wear safety goggles in case a piece flies up if you're new or you don't know how to use it very well. So let's get right to the cutting. It gets kind of boring me talking of just talking and talking and talking. Stop talking! Just shut up. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go like this. When you cut it, make sure to just cut around the perimeter. Let me zoom out. It's kind of just okay. So you see, this is you can barely see it, but like I just cut around the perimeter, and then now this is like the fine part. You gotta really watch when you're doing this. Now we're gonna trace it again, and then yeah, just cut it out. All right, let's start cutting, and you gotta be really careful when you're cutting. So I'm not gonna show all of cutting because it's 37 minutes. So let me just skip to where I'm just finishing up. So. Watch this. I'm going to be just starting now, and you're going to see me finish. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so just finished cutting. It looks all right. I don't really like there's like a crack that I don't really like. The other side look terrible, so you know what we're going to do? We're just going to send it out. You get your 100 grit sandpaper, and you just go along it. Just go along the corners, get all the stuff out. 100 grit doesn't really matter how good of a job you do. You just got to get like some of the most splinters out. Just do like a nice job doing that. And then go to your 180 grit or 150 grit or whatever you got. So please subscribe and like. I'm not going to even showing the stain. It's just showing you how to cut it. So thanks for watching and please subscribe and happy birthday. See you guys later.